When the news broke that Rush had found a new drummer, the internet stopped. Every forum, every studio chat, every drumming subreddit lit up in disbelief. Because this wasn't just any drummer, it was Anika Nilles, the German rhythm architect known for turning mathematics into music, a woman now stepping into the sacred seat once ruled by Neil Peart, the man whose sticks rewrote rock itself. The silence online wasn't rejection. It was awe, a mix of shock, fear, and respect, as if history itself had paused to listen. Long before this announcement, Anika Nilles was already a quiet revolution. Her track Fufu had spread like wildfire, an explosion of jazz, fusion, and groove that left seasoned players speechless. Every note seemed to breathe. Every pause felt deliberate. Her playing wasn't just sound, it was storytelling through rhythm. Where most drummers chased speed, she chased feel, and somehow that pursuit of emotion made her precision even sharper. Clips of her playing began flooding YouTube, unpolished, raw, intimate. She didn't hide behind studio perfection. You could hear the air in the room, the scrape of the sticks, the human heartbeat behind the pattern. That honesty drew people in. It was no longer about gender or genre. It was about truth in sound. So when Rush officially confirmed her name, disbelief turned into fascination. For half a century, Neil Peart had been more than a drummer. He was the philosopher of rhythm, the poet behind the kit. His loss had left a silence no one dared to fill. Until now. Anika's appointment wasn't just a band decision. It was a cultural signal, a statement that legacy isn't meant to be frozen in glass. It's meant to evolve. The reactions came fast and split down the middle. Some fans clung to nostalgia. There will never be another Neil. Others leaned forward, curious, hopeful. Let's see what she can create. But among professional musicians, there was no debate. They saw in her the same balance of mind and motion that defined Rush itself. She wasn't here to imitate. She was here to translate. To turn Peart's architecture into movement again. One note, one heartbeat at a time. Soon after, a reaction video began circulating. Two German drum teachers analyzing her playing. At first, casual laughter. Then silence. One muttered, "She's switching between triplets and fives." The other shook his head. "That's her, Anika's shuffle." Their tone shifted from critique to reverence. They weren't watching a performance. They were witnessing evolution in real time. And that's what sets her apart, where Peart built rhythm like cathedrals, precise, towering, eternal. Anika paints inside them. She moves like water through stone, reshaping old structures without erasing them. Her drumming feels alive, mathematical, yet deeply human, each strike echoing with intention. It's not rebellion against the past, it's conversation with it. Every groove whispers, "I hear you, Neil, and here's where your story continues." But beyond the sound, something bigger was happening. For the first time, one of rock's most technically respected bands placed a woman behind its heartbeat. Not as a headline or a symbol, but because she was simply the best for the job. In a world that once doubted if women could headline arenas, this moment hit like thunder. Young girls in drum rooms from Tokyo to Toronto watched her clips and felt the door swing open. Representation wasn't just political, it was rhythmic. Every strike of her snare said, "You belong here too." As rehearsals leaked online, the skepticism began to melt away. Fans saw her calm focus, her humility, her refusal to grandstand. She smiled between takes, eyes closed, listening, really listening to the band's pulse. That quiet confidence won more hearts than any solo ever could. Because Rush was never about ego. It was about precision serving purpose. And Anika understood that better than anyone. Now, the countdown begins. The first live show is on the horizon, and the world waits in electric silence. Everyone knows she can play the parts. What they're waiting to feel is the heartbeat. Can she make that first downbeat feel like both memory and rebirth? That's the question lighting up every forum, every fan chat, every backstage whisper. Neil Peart's shadow will always linger above that drum. Riser, but shadows only exist where there's light, and Anika Nilles brings her own. She's not here to rewrite Rush's story, she's here to continue it in a language a new generation understands. Every fill, every shuffle, every whispered ghost note will remind us legacies don't die. They evolve, and when the lights dim and that first crash rings through the crowd, one truth will echo louder than the drums themselves. This isn't the end of Rush, it's the next movement.